Aya, a resource everyone tries to get when an old Prime Warframe gets into its new rotation. But what do you do with all the excess Aya when you get all your Prime Warframes? Well, there are actually quite a lot of things you can get. As you may know, you can exchange Aya for many relics from Varzia, present at the Maruz Bazaar. Each relic will cost you 1 Aya, which is not that much, but first you will need to get it. The Aya farm is not really a walk in the park since there are only 3 ways to get it. The first way is quite easy. You play any mission in the Void. Each mission has about 10% drop chance to drop an Aya, and the endless ones have a 10% drop chance for each rotation. The second way is by doing the bounties in the open worlds of Warframe, for example the Plains of Eidolon, or Valis, and Cambion Drift. Before you do the bounty, be sure to check the details if the bounty actually drops Aya just by looking at the details of the bounty. The drop chances range from 10% to 25%, which is not a lot, but this is far better than anything else in my opinion. And the last way is by buying relic packs from either the market, Teshin for Steel Essence, or any other open world mining trader for their standing. This way is more of a gambling way since you usually get relics, but if you want extra Aya or relics, be sure to get them. I suggest you buy these relic packs when new Prime Warframes come out. You know, just so you have a little bit of a boost for everything, so you don't have to farm so many relics. But anyways, once you come to Varzia, you'll be able to buy relics or many other things, which we will take a look at right now. We will take a look at Warframe skins, weapon skins, Syandanas, armor sets, Ephemeras, and many other things, so be sure to stay tuned. So now let's start with the Warframe skins. Excalibur Prominence skin will cost you 12 Aya. It is a white skin with purple lines all over it. The helmet is detachable, so if you don't want it, you can use the one from the regular Excalibur or any other. The design of patterns on the skin is quite amazing, while keeping the same shape as normal Excalibur Warframe. A very nice point to note is that the skin will also display all the colors as they are seen on the color palette. Because of this, there are some beautiful color combinations you can get with this one. But moving forward to the Vault Prominence skin, which will also cost you 12 Aya. It is a white and purple skin yet again with lines all over and neon blue light. The design of lines is yet again quite nice. The model of the skin is exactly the same as the normal wall though. Colors are displayed as presented on the color palettes, and the combinations can be quite amazing. And oh yeah, the helmet is yet again removable. While the skins of Warframes are not yet at the level of the deluxe, while the weapon skins are on the contrary quite amazing. Each of the weapon skins goes for 7 Aya. The models of the weapons will be exactly the same as the normal weapons, but the color patterns and some details will be changed up a bit. Verv Redeemer skin gives the Redeemer quite an amazing digital look, with neon yellow light embedded into it. The color patterns are well separated and can easily be made distinct from each other. Of course, this skin might not be as edgy as the Prime version of the Redeemer, but it is still absolutely amazing to look at. Afuris Verv skin gives Afuris a different variation of the skin, with the only difference being slight color placement changes, most notably on the magazine and some other places. The magazine is quite a bit more detailed on this one, and the front light dents do give it some extra detail. Verv Rubico skin gives Rubico a slightly more futuristic feel, with light on the sides of the stock and the barrel. The color patterns that you can change color of are separated quite well, so you can combine colors in many different ways to make your Rubico good looking and well equipped for Eidolon hunts. Penta Verv skin. Well, while Penta may not be the best of weapons, the skin and its look is absolutely something to take a look at. On the contrary from its normal metallic look, the Verv skin makes it look more polished and polymer-like. It has some additional lights all over the barrel and the stock, but in reality, it just still looks more or less the same. Tigris Prominence skin gives Tigris a shiny look with many stripes all over the barrel and the stock. The color patterns on this one are all over the place, if I'm honest. Of course, you might make it look good, but you will need to use the right color combinations, which sometimes isn't the easiest of things if you don't have the color palettes. I myself prefer this skin to the Tigris Prime because of its slimmer design, but in all honesty, I think this one is a bit of a missed opportunity because of all the color clashing. Ankyros Prominence skin. Well, the only difference between the normal skin and this one are slightly changed patterns and model. The Prominence version of the skin is far more detailed though, so if you're in for some detailed skins, this is the one to pick. Pyrana Iridos skin. This is a reskin of the normal Pyrana. The differences between the two are, of course, slightly detailed changes like the lights and a few patterns, but also blending colors on the barrel, which makes it look very prestigious. Honestly, it is hard to color this one, so it doesn't look good. To continue, Ogris Iridos skin looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. It gives Ogris a metallic look with blending colors. It also includes slight changes with the lights and wires that, to me, make it look something like what the Covenant from Halo would use, like the alternate version of the plasma rifle or something. This skin does however have quite a lot of competition, so let's continue to the next one. The Kronen Iridos skin. With this one, the blades are far more detailed by giving them less blade and more profile on the non-cutting edges of the blades. Additional lights and changed patterns are also giving it far more layer compared to the normal Kronen look. In my opinion, the Prime version of the Kronen still has the best of Kronen skins, but this one is still quite amazing. And the last weapon skin you can get with Aya is the Akiagara Iridos skin. The Iridos skin gives Akiagara a new metallic appearance. While wood can be quite good on some firearms, as the Akiagara's normal version, metal and other polymers are also a way to go if you want to look more stylish. The patterns are changed up a bit and the whole look is downright stunning, even without coloring the skin, so yeah, this is my stock skin on Akiagara. And that is it with the weapon skins. Now let's go over the armor set. The Iridos armor set, which will cost you 10 Aya. This armor set gives you all the things you want. The shoulder plates extend from the front to back of your shoulders, making it look like they are screwed onto the Warframe itself. The chest piece is very compact and fits perfectly even on the more gifted Warframes. And the leg plates, well, they make you look like you're under house arrest for speaking profanity when Nakag doesn't want to give you more forma. Yeah, in all seriousness, the patterns of all pieces of this armor are absolutely amazing and very detailed, and also great on most Warframes with metallic looks. And that is it with the armor set. Now let's go over the Syandanas, which there are a lot of. Each Syandana will cost you 10 Aya, which is quite a lot, but also not that much since you won't be getting all of them. Api's Syandana looks absolutely great. It is very infested looking with a big tear at the bottom of the cape. The light inside it is pulsating, which makes it look like a living being, and it kind of is since even its sides are moving. If you want to move around with an infested cape on the back, this one is pretty great. Stezia's Sumbha Syandana is the iconic Syandana of Grendel. It has a nice gradient pattern with all its colors, while being quite minimalistic. This Syandana gives me the vibe of being very tribalistic, maybe even to the point of eating people, so cannibalistic. Man, I've been playing too much Rimworld. It's nice, it's a nice looking Syandana. Let's continue. Verv Atelia Syandana looks like a moving tick stuck on your back. The details are absolutely amazing with lights all around and a gradient color on the cape portion of the Syandana. The detail of this Syandana moving is definitely something that should be noted. As a whole, it will look great on warframes with larger assets. The Pyra Opula Syandana is one of my favorite Syandanas in Warframe. While being relatively minimalistic, it also has a very prismatic feel to it. In my opinion, having this Syandana uncolored is the best option since it doesn't remove the prismatic appearance I was talking about. This Syandana looks amazing on any Warframe if you equip the Citrin's animation sets. This will give your Warframe a lot more depth. To continue on, Broca Prominence Syandana is my first Syandana I've ever gotten. It has a metallic bracing at the top and a synthetic looking cape with a nice pattern on it. It is a bit more robust and works best on such warframes like Revenant or Rhino for example. I think it would look great on them and maybe even some other warframes if you're really looking for that big cape look. And the last Syandana you can get is the Udyat Iridos Syandana. It is attached at the top of your back with a silken cloth extending toward the ground and on the ground as well. While this might make it a little bit dirty by just walking around, it doesn't take away from the beautiful gradient color mixing and stylish pattern it has. It can be quite good looking on many warframes with less robust stature. And that is it with the Syandanas. Now let's go over the Ephemera, one and only one, the Kudzon Ephemera. It will cost you 10 Aya, and honestly it is a very straightforward one. It makes you one with the trees by encasing you with vines and roots that grow and retract constantly. It is quite a nice ephemera to have on any nature-themed warframe. The details do make it stand out from all other ephemeras that focus on lights and other particle effects, so in my opinion, you should get it just to make you look like an ant. Ants are freaking awesome. Treebeard and stuff, I don't know. Next up we have the Sugatra. Pyra Opula Sugatra will cost you 6 Aya, and this is basically a small melee accessory that you can put on any melee weapon you want. It gives off a prismatic flame that adds to the coolness of the weapon. If I'm straight with you though, to me this one looks like a hanging insect of a weapon. I don't know why I see this, but it's out there I guess. Next up are companion cosmetics. Each of these will cost you 7 Aya. Verv's Sentrex Sentinel accessories come with all the parts, the mask, wings, and the tail. All of the parts are quite minimalistic, with no additional particle effects, but a slick, clean design. And that is it. Verv Ifrit Kubrow armor will make your Kubrow look very futuristic, like a cyber dog. I know I already referenced the Halo franchise with the Ogris, but this armor will make your Kubrow look like a hunter. The patterns of the armor are quite well separated, and the colors are clean, so many nice looking combinations are possible. Verv Myrdin Kavat armor. If you like playing D&D or something akin to it, you know this makes your Kavat either a wizard, a mage, or a warlock. It is relatively minimalistic with small accessories on the hood, the chest area, and on the back. Additionally, it will also give your Kavat backward pointing leg spikes on all its legs. I feel like Kavats are warlocks here. Who knows which eldritch entity they made a pact with though. Let's continue. Iridos Voidrig Necramech skin will cost you 10 Aya. It is a slightly more detailed skin for the Voidrig Necramech. It has many more lights on it and also more clean feel in general. It is a very slight reskin of the normal Necramech, but it is still quite nice, maybe just a little bit weathered on the pod. Next up we have the color palettes. Each color palette goes for 5 Aya, which is not that much, since you get a lot of freaking colors. Spectaca color palette comes with hues of blue, green, orange, and pink. It is a truly nice color palette to have for tertiary, emissive, and energy colors in my opinion. Combining these colors with each other might make you look like something akin to a clown, but if you combine it with the other color palettes, This one can get you many good combinations. Potentia color palette comes with the shades of Tail Blue and Orange, topped off with a nice clean white color. If you do not have the whitest white in the game yet, this color palette is definitely the one you should get because of all the color combinations it unlocks. Besides the white though, this color palette is quite limited. Next up we have the interiors for the landing craft. Corpus interior decorations will cost you 7 Aya and will give your orbiter a true corpus feel. It doesn't change a lot, you only get a few ceiling decorations of the corpus ship and that is it, but if you haven't had a knack for Graphite to this point, you surely will now. Next up is the Verv Sentrex stencil, which will cost you 5 Aya. It is a stencil for your orbiter's living quarters, which is nothing special, with Verv patterns everywhere. And those are all the interior decorations for your landing craft. Now let's go over the landing craft skins themselves. The skins will cost you 10 Aya each, which is quite a lot, but some of them look very amazing. Licit Spectaca skin comes with very interesting patterns of many different colors, allowing you to combine quite a lot. In addition, some of the colors also blend together with a gradient, so this might yield out quite a few nice combinations. Licit Verv skin is the usual Verv skin, but on Licit. You have pulsating lights and the Verv lights over the whole landing craft. It might look a bit over the top with them, but at least they are symmetrical. This allows for many nice color combinations. The Mantis Iridos skin is absolutely beautiful. It gives the Mantis landing craft a more metallic looking skin with lots of stripes and far more detail. Honestly, there is nothing else to say here, even the stock color combination is great looking in my opinion, but you can recolor this thing in so many good combinations. Next up, we have many decorations for your orbiter that will cost you 7 Aya each. The Iridos Shozen will allow you to play the Shozen hero anywhere you are. It is not one of the most useful items in the game, but it is still something you can get. You can get it just so you can see how much you suck at playing Shozen. Quite fun if I may add. Next up we have the domestic Verv drone, which is a drone, a Roomba, for your living quarters, or your orbiter, or your camp. Well, it cleans stuff and rolls around. It doesn't have an evil plan to take over whatsoever, so yeah, it is just a Roomba, don't worry. And the last decoration is the Prominence Wisp Totem. It is a tiny Cetus Wisp decoration for your orbiter. You can also get these in the operations when they are around, but this one is here to stay. Next up we have a bundle, the Necroloid bundle, which will cost you 10 Aya. The bundle will give you a purple looking Necroloid as a glyph, and also the same picture but white as a sigil. There is nothing else here, so let's continue to the next ones. There are 2 more glyphs you can get, each cost you 5 Aya, and they are glyphs, so here they are. On the left there is the Verv Loki glyph, and on the right there is the Octavia Iridos in action glyph. Each one 5 Aya. Next up we have a few emblems which you can put on your shoulders of the Warframes, or any companion. The emblems will cost you 5 Aya each, and there are 2 of them. First we have the Necra Seal emblem, which is right here, and right here we have the Verv emblem. To add to what you can put on your Warframe, we also have a couple sigils. Each one will cost you 5 Aya, so they are quite expensive for a sigil, but you can get it as a collector. First there is the Prominence sigil, and here is the Verv sigil, which is something a lot of people love to use on any of their Warframes since, well, I won't go into it, just look it up on the internet. And those are all the sigils. Now let's go over the themes you can get from the Prime Warframes. Each theme will cost you 5 Aya, which is quite a lot, but I think it is very nice to get them since they are extremely nice to listen to. Let's listen to a little snippet of each one of them. And that is it for everything you can get with Aya. Of course, there are also ducats and void traces you can buy, but don't buy those. I suggest you keep your Aya and waste it on cosmetics. My personal favorite thing is the Pyra, Opula, Syandana, and also any Iridos skin, because all of these skins look amazing. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite thing is. Maybe the color palettes, landing craft decorations, or maybe even the regrowing ephemera. Anyways, with this, I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, or maybe even subscribe if you want more showcase videos like these. And I wish you very nice grind and good luck. Have a very nice day, everyone.